Welcome to the TheDPost Sports Notebook, your daily WVU sports roundup at TheDPost.com. For a split second, Devin Williams wondered if the WVU men's basketball team had learned its lesson. It didn't take long for him to be convinced the Mountaineers had in their 83-69 win against North Carolina State on Saturday at Madison Square Garden. Having watched the Wolfpack nearly erase all of a 9-point halftime deficit and trail by just 1 point with still 10 minutes to play, WVU found itself in a similar situation it faced in a loss against LSU earlier this season. The Tigers erased a 14-point second-half deficit in a 74-73 win. Looking back on it, it was kind of like that, WVU guard Jaysean Page said. Instead of pulling away, we kind of let them back in it. Closing out a good team is what Williams set out to do. Instead of letting another team pull off a comeback win, Williams played a large role in helping the 22nd-ranked Mountaineers come up with a signature victory. You wonder if it's going to happen again, Williams said. Once we started to make some shots, I knew everything was going to be okay. Once we started to execute, there really wasn't much they could do. Williams scored 16 points and added 8 rebounds in the game. WVU women's basketball coach Mike Carey was characteristically blunt as he addressed his players after their lackluster 69-56 victory against Marshall on Saturday. "We play like that Monday against Ohio State and we'll get blown out," Carey said. "We have one day to get a lot better. I don't know if that can happen, but we have one day." The number 22 Mountaineers are 0-11 against the Buckeyes. WVU will try to exact some revenge from this past season's 70-61 season opening loss at the Coliseum. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. Monday at the Schottenstein Center in Columbus. Ohio State guard Amarist Alston poured in 29 points, and the Mountaineers shot 30.9% overall and 10% from three-point range in this past season's game. Alston is the Buckeyes' second leading scorer this season, behind freshman guard Kelsey Mitchell, who averages 24.7 points per contest. Ohio State carries a 3-game winning streak into Monday's game. When Texas A&M's Kevin Sumlin got his first head coaching job at Houston in 2008, he hired Dana Holgorsen to build a new offense for the Cougars. When Holgorsen left for Oklahoma State in 2010, Sumlin kept his offense intact at Houston. In fact, Sumlin was so delighted by the scheme that he took it with him when he signed on to coach the Aggies in 2012. He even hired a pair of Holgorsen protégés to run his offense, Cliff Kingsbury, now at Texas Tech, and current A&M offensive coordinator Jake Spavital, who got his first coaching job under Holgorsen at WVU. The familiar relationship between the two staffs and the offenses they run will make for a very familiar matchup when the Mountaineers face the Aggies on December 29th in the Liberty Bowl. It could also make life a little less easier for both teams' defenses. "It's like looking in a mirror, no doubt about it," WVU defensive coordinator Tony Gibson said. "You throw the film on and we can sit there and call the plays and what's coming and what formations. They see the same plays with the same formations and the same motions. It's very similar. Obviously they put their own twists on it, but it's pretty much the same."